Hi friends, my name is Kat. Welcome to the channel in today's video, which is going to be a bit of my current favorites. So all of these are more beauty favorites. So I have like fragrance, hair care, skincare, and makeup itself. So if you're interested, please stay tuned. And we do lots of book, beauty, and lifestyle content on this channel. So if you're interested, please subscribe, take a look at my other videos, and maybe you will find something you're interested in. So I'm gonna go through this category by category, just do a quick overview of some of the things that I'm really loving, and just a few things that I think have been fantastic lately, have been like really changing the beauty game for me. I don't have a lot of hair care or skincare, so I'll start on those first. For hair care, I have been using the Virtue. It's the healing oil, protects, shines, mends, and this is one that you just apply 2 to 3 drops to hands and work through damp hair and or dry hair. I find that this has been fantastic for healing my hair a bit, and I've definitely noticed like a bit of a difference because I'm using this every night before I go to bed. I put a few drops into my hair, definitely noticing a difference, and I think that is definitely making my hair look stronger, or like look like it has less dead ends as well. And also the K18 leave-in molecular repair mask. I think that this has 100% changed my hair. This is a bond repair mask that you use like every 3 to 4 washes. You don't use conditioner, and while your hair is still damp, you put this in. It's usually I put like from chin down, and you leave in 4 minutes to let it activate, and then after that continue on your hair the rest of your hair care steps as usual. I 100% notice the difference when I use this. I think my hair looks so ridiculously healthy. It is like such a crazy difference to me when I'm using this versus when I'm not. Like just the way that my hair looks, how like strong and healthy and just fantastic overall. Crazy difference. Honestly, my only complaint about this one, it is expensive as hell. This is the mini size and it is expensive, especially like I'm starting to have a fair amount of hair, so there is quite a bit that I have to use every time I use it. And I think so I do get my hair colored regularly, and after I get it colored I use it a lot more often in the few washes like prior to my hair being colored. So it does go by very quickly, unfortunately, but I will say that this has done, like I've never had a product that has done as much for my hair as this one. So unfortunately it is fantastic. So for skincare favorites, I just repurchased one of these, so I might as well pop it in, but this is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Makeup Melting Cleansing Balm. This is my favorite cleansing balm. This is the one thing that like I use up and I immediately repurchase. Constantly have one of these going on in my life, and it is, for the price, I will say fantastic. First of all, the most affordable cleansing balm I've found that still does a really good job, and it just like, it has a fantastic formula. I don't find the scent offensive. I don't find it leaves like a greasy cast on your skin, which some of them do. I don't find it's like has a weird texture. It just overall fantastic and really great price. Like when you're looking at alternatives, like for me, the only other one that I really love is the Pharmacy Cleansing Balm, which is like well over double the price. Then Skin Fix Barrier Plus Triple Lipid Peptide Cream. This is a moisturizer that I think like makes a huge difference. This is like my daily moisturizer. I use this every morning, and it's one that does like incredible work on repairing the skin barrier and making sure your skin is like very nice and moisturized. In the winter, moisture is what I care about. I want my skin to be as well moisturized as possible, and I just want it to be like constantly covered in cream basically. But this one's fantastic. I always like notice such a difference. I did get this one in PR. I'll mention whenever I do get something in PR, but this was one. And this also I did get technically in PR. I got it in a BoxyCharm. It is the First Day Beauty Ultra Repair Cream. It's intense hydration for dry parched skin. Again, in the winter I get dry so as much as possible. I find that like it hasn't happened in a few years, but I used to say that I would get like a lizard skin because it would just get like so scaly and dry. This 100% has helped in the past. It helps again this year. Anytime that I am starting to feel a bit dry, a bit tight, I put this on and I find it makes a difference. It's one that I think I need to start putting a little bit more often into my routine instead of just when I'm already noticing an issue. But this is a great moisturizer, and I have a handful of fragrances here too. So I'll start off with The Wedding by Kylie. This is Silk Santal, and the notes are sparkling champagne, white freesia, pink praline, lush nectarine, sandalwood, and sugared musk. So this is what I wore at my wedding, and every time I wear it, I'm just brought back to that. I love a sandalwood scent, and this is just like a nice sweet one. I really do smell like, especially the freesia and nectarine, I 100% smell it in this, and I just love it. It's like a very fresh, beautiful scent, and it just really makes me happy every time I wear it. I did 100% buy this because it's called The Wedding, to wear on my wedding, but I love it. I love it. This is perfection, and I just get so happy every time I put it on. And then I have Santal Supreme by Gourmand, Le Monde Gourmand. Again, like sandalwood scent. I can't help but love it. This is beautiful. It's just like a pure sandalwood, and just very much like, this reminds me of Santal 33 by Diptyque. Is that Diptyque? I think it is. I might have that wrong, but this is beautiful. It's just like a very, very strong sandalwood scent. Like, I 100% would recommend this if you're just looking for that pure scent, and it makes me so happy. I like, one of my favorite types of scents to wear, and this one 100% delivers. Kayali Yum Pistachio Gelato. This for me is such a winter scent. It just makes me feel like I think of ice cream. I think of ice cream every time. It is so sweet, and like really intensely sweet, but really, really unique. Just something about it is giving me that cool weather. I love this one so much. Been wearing it like every time I've gone out recently. Yeah, it just makes me so happy too. And then from Kayali, again, I love their fragrances. They are definitely becoming one of my favorite fragrance houses. I'm going to particularly talk about Vanilla 28. I do also like the other one, which is Musk 12, but Vanilla 28 is, in my sense, like, this is a pure vanilla. Like, it honestly smells like vanilla extract, and I mean that in the best possible way. This is just pure vanilla deliciousness. It smells like you are baking something, and I have no problem putting that on my body. I feel so happy just like having this scent enveloped all over me. For me, vanillas are the winter scent. Like, I wear vanillas and gourmands all winter, and like pretty much nothing else. And for me, this is 100% like the quintessential winter scent. Yeah, it is stunning. It's beautiful. I definitely, like, as soon as I'm done with this, I'm going to buy a full set. I'm just like trying to justify for myself. Like, I don't want to buy too many things at once, but this is one that I will definitely be buying a full size of. Okay, we just have two base products for now. We're getting into more of the makeup territory. Both of them are from e.l.f. actually, but this is the Halo Glow liquid filter. I have been wearing this every single time I wear my makeup, and I love it. It is just like something to wear under your makeup to give your skin a bit more luminosity and just a bit more of a glow. Kind of give yourself like imitation of that dewy skin look, and I'm loving it. I think that this looks so beautiful on its own under makeup, and really makes your skin just like have that slight little glow that I think is really appealing. And for me at least, it looks really good on my skin. And then I also have the Soft Glam Satin Foundation. This is a medium buildable coverage, long lasting. This is one that, like, I think it's one of the best drugstore foundations I've ever found. It's a little heavier coverage than I typically wear, but I'm not complaining about that. It's good for those days when you do want a little bit more coverage, when there is a little bit more to hide. I think that this just gives such a stunning look to your skin. The Soft Glam, I really like it. I feel like it again kind of gives that airbrush look in a certain way. That is something that a lot of foundations for me personally don't do. So I've been incredibly impressed with this. I personally use shade 14 Bare Cool if anybody wants to color match, but I really have been loving this and so ridiculously impressed. Now the more like intensive parts. I have blush. So these are 3 shades from e.l.f. It's their Camo Liquid Blush, and I have the shade, I think these are all their newest ones. So there's Cheeky Lychee, Copper Etiquette, and Bold Face Lilac. Really love this formula, and these have been really fun colors. I think they came out around November last year, and I've been like really enjoying using all of them. I do find, so this is copper, it can be a little bit too much for my skin at times. I have to be a little more careful in this one because it can very quickly go like a little overwhelming. But Lychee and Lilac, they are definitely more shades that are a little lighter, so they're a little less overwhelming. Just because I do have such pale skin, sometimes blush can very quickly become a bit much. And these are 2 shades that I tend to wear all the time. This one, again, not quite as much, but I am really enjoying this shade as well. Then from Rare Beauty, I've been loving the shade Hope. So this one is actually, I'll start just swatching these out. This is just like a very cool tone pink. This is like a very, I would say one of my like day-to-day shades. So it's something that's very natural for me and just like very much works perfectly with my skin tone. So I wear this all the time, and I feel like every time I've worn it, it has just looked beautiful on my skin. Plus this formula, perfection. I'm glad I have a mini of it because like you do not need that much, but it's great. From Rodial, this is their blush drops. So they're liquid blush drops. They are more of a glowy blush. This is in the shade Sunset Kiss, and it's said illuminating pops of colors, but it's very glowy. So this is one, again, I have to be very careful on how much I actually can use because it very quickly becomes a little overwhelming, and you can see how metallic that is. So I use like even less of that. And I try to use it more as a blush topper when I use it, like just a tiny, try to sheer it out as much as possible. But when I do manage to get the right amount, which I will say a little hit or miss, when I do get the right amount, this is stunning. Glowy blush always just makes you look so flushed and just really like sun's kiss. This one, gorgeous. From Deci, I have their Souffle Color Pot. This is in the shade 10. I have a few other shades, but this has been my favorite to wear so far. You might notice too, I tend to have like a preference towards these type of pinky tones, but this is like a nice whipped texture. It's really pretty. Again, the texture is gorgeous on the skin, and this one's a little bit darker, so it's a little bit more of a raspberry shade. And I find in the winter months, I really like this type of shade. I find it looks just beautiful on the skin as well. But this is a great formula, and I've been really impressed with like all the ones that I've tried from them. And the final blush from Haus Labs. This is my first blush I've tried from them. It's in the shade Hibiscus Haze, and this is one of their color fuse blushes. Again, like the most beautiful shade in the world. This type of pink, it works for me every time. And this one has a slight glow to it again, I believe. So just a very light pink. It's buildable, but something when I really don't want to have to worry about like how much I'm putting on. I don't want to have to worry about like really shearing it out. This works perfectly, and loving the formula. Kind of curious to try a few others and see like if there's others from this line that I like as much. I have some lip products too. So the Kosas Plump and Juicy Lip Booster. I don't know, is there a shade on this? I don't know if there's a shade or a flavor, but I'm really enjoying this one. It's a good thick lip balm that stays on your lips for a while. Like it doesn't really sink in super quickly, which I've been really enjoying. And this, I've been using it quite a bit and really like this one, like the moisture it gives. I love the Glossier Balm.coms, and this is their newest scent Espresso, which I mostly like. I already knew I loved the formula. This one is mostly just, I like it for the scent, and it does have a very slight brown tint, very not noticeable on the lips, but the scent is beautiful, very strong, like coffee scent. If you're a fan of the Balm.coms, like this has been a fairly new holiday release, very nice. This is a lip oil from Unearthly Cosmetics. What shade is it in? It's in the shade Ruin. So this is more of like a darkened red. Yeah, so it's like a very dark red kind of shade, and comes off really cool on the lips. I also like, this is the first time I tried one of their lip oils. The formula, stunning, and the scent's gorgeous. Like it is just one of the most comfortable lip oils I've tried in quite a while. Really liking this one. And also I've been using this so much lately. It's from Lunar Beauty. It's their lip gloss. This is the shade Starlight. Had this for a bit and recently brought it out, and it just has the nicest like cake scent. Again, just it's a neutral kind of shimmery gloss. Beautiful formula, and like I love this scent so much. So I've been using this one quite a bit lately. I've been using this Lisa Eldridge lipstick like non-stop. So one thing I will say, they tend to break in the tube very easily. So like this is broken, and it's been a bit of a bitch to constantly be putting on. But this is the shade Velvet Fawn, and it is the most beautiful nude lipstick ever. So I'm a little annoyed that it's broken. I really am not happy about that, but it is the most beautiful color that I've like ever tried, and the formula perfection too. Just a little bit something about the way it's formulated. They break very easily in the tube. So that's a warning if you're ever interested in Lisa Eldridge lipsticks. Otherwise, the like perfect lipstick. And then I found these, recently got these in PR. They are ColourPop So Juicy lip plumping balms, I think they're called. Plumping Gloss Balm. And I have two shades. They are Guava Glaze and Vacay Mode. They're not like crazy plumping, but I think that they are like just such a beautiful, like glossy, wet looking lip. So they do plump a bit, but it's nothing painful. And yeah, they've just been so beautiful to wear. I find that they are ones that when you put on your lip, they just look wet. And sometimes that's just really what I'm into. So I've been absolutely loving these. And the final things I wanted to bring up today are just two palettes I've been wearing like kind of nonstop. So first up is the Danessa Myricks Beauty, the Lightwork Volume 4. So I think this was not last year, 2 years ago. Maybe it was a holiday palette. But for some reason, I just felt compelled to pick this up recently, and I've been like loving it. So these are all duochromes or multi-chromes. There's some like pressed flaky shadows. There's water activated shadows. It's just like a very interesting combination of formulas and shades, and I've been having like the most fun time ever just using this and like getting really creative with looks. Yeah, just something about this, like it sparks my creativity so much, and I truly have been having the best time ever using this. Excellent formula too, just like really unique shades, unique formulas, and it has been fantastic. And then for more of an everyday type of thing, I've been using the Dollhouse by Blend Bunny. So this is a much more neutral focused palette. Every row has like a different color scheme, and you can kind of like go with what you want, but still all of them tend to fall like pretty neutral. And yeah, again, I've been using this like most days. I have it on today. It's something that just like is the perfect like neutral look that you don't have to think about, but also like just not a plain brown. Gives you a little bit of color, but like still a very toned down neutral look. Yeah, Blend Bunny's formula, probably the best out there. Like I really don't know anything that is quite as good as this one. It's one that like guaranteed, no matter what palette you use from them, it's gonna be fantastic. So with that, those are just some of my recent beauty favorites. So thank you for watching. If you haven't already, would love if you would subscribe. Would love to know what you have been using lately and loving. And yeah, also I will have my Instagram linked down below where I do talk quite a bit more about beauty products. And if you want to give me a follow over there, feel free to. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I will see you in a video soon. Bye.